It's been a roller coaster ride if you were a Philadelphia Stars fan.
Hour two, that's Big Ben, the man in charge of the BS3 network.
And if I see Kurt 2 Chainz Cousins out.
Hour two, Chris Bay's joining us.
Oh my God, oh, this game. Oh, way to go, Sammy.
Hour two, was El Jefe.
Oh man, I thought I missed it.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Time for hour two of this spectacular, and it starts right now.
No, I'm not going to do that now. Good morning. Welcome to hour number 2 of Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson. I am Cole Johnson, joined this today and tomorrow, actually, by one Mr. Playmaker. Snowman's taking off a wonderful week. He's actually doing a vacation thing, which I'm happy for him. In lieu of his, in celebration of his anniversary and upcoming wife's birthday. So I hope you're having a wonderful time, brother. Enjoy the vacation.
We know you're listening.
Or that's why I didn't even say it, because I know he is. Now, since I'm about to talk to a Jets fan, I know I'm gonna need this when I am going to talk about them with our next guest.
This coffee with McCarthy is sponsored by Steph Curry Cognac. One, and it's lights out. Premium sports take served hot or cold.
It's Ryan and the Jets.
Drip, drip, drip.
As he joins us every Monday morning, normally he joins us at 10:30, but he decided he wanted to join us at the 11 o'clock hour, but he's joining us anyway, and I'm glad he is. Ryan McCarthy of the No Credentials Required fame. Okay, before we begin, what's the brew?
It's Invader Coffee Original Blend.
Yeah, and of course, Invader Coffee is the official coffee of No Credentials Required and Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson. All right, nice. All right, I'll get this out the way. I could talk about many things with you. I know I could talk about Antonio Brown with you. I know I could talk about the Jets. I'm gonna get the Yankees out the way now.
Yeah.
All right.
How are you feeling, sir?
So 2 out of 3 they have lost to the Yankees to the Red Sox when they played in Yankee Stadium, and then they get swept in Fenway. Your thoughts, sir?
Could you please play that David 3000 PSA? That's how I'm feeling right now about the New York.
The following is a public service announcement from David 3000.
Yankees suck.
This has been a public service announcement from David 3000.
That's how I feel.
And 5.
3 and 8 in their last 11.
Wow. So all right. So my serious question though is, how much are they missing Aaron Judge in the lineup?
He's basically their entire offense.
Yeah.
And this is the part about the Yankees that confuses me and just utterly befuddles me, is that Aaron Boone can't seem to generate any kind of offense outside of Aaron Boone.
That's
part
scary.
It is scary. I mean, part of the reason is because, I mean, Josh Donaldson for some reason is still with the team, and his bat is gone. Giancarlo Stanton can't stay in the lineup for more than a couple of days before, I don't know, getting an ingrown toenail. And the leading batter right now, because Aaron Judge is out of the lineup right now with on the IL. Their leading batter is Anthony Rizzo. He's only hitting .262, which is an off year for him. Plus, we don't know what's going on with DJ LeMahieu. He's usually a consistent hitter. He's only hitting, I think, .229. So this offense is anemic.
So if I'm hearing Ryan correctly, I'm hearing both teams up in Gotham City paid money for all these batters, and nobody's hitting.
That would be correct.
Yes, that would be correct, and that would be a problem because I know part of the reason why the Yankees wanted to get the bats was because they wanted to counteract the arms that the Astros have had for years. So they would not have the issue of, well, we did not have enough bats to counteract or counter maneuver the arms that teams like the Astros and like the Guardians were building up to have. And so,
and also in that respect, the Tampa Bay Rays,
and also the Rays, because that's the route they're going. So to me, if I were you, if I were a Yankees fan, I'd be just as frustrated, considering, you spend all this money for bats, and this is how far we've gotten.
Not only bats, but pitching too. I mean, the starting pitching's not there. It hasn't been there, and Garrett Cole is your ace. Awesome, but who's after him? Who's after him? Nestor Torres, who got lit up on Friday night. Is it Domingo Germán, who is streaky as all get out? Is it Luis Severino, who until recently was on the IL? He's had some decent performances, but he can't seem to get they can't get the bats. Unless Judge is in the lineup, unless Aaron Judge is in the lineup, there's no offense. There's no offense. And Aaron Boone just can't seem to get out of that AI, the analytics stuff. Analytics. The Staley, the Mr. Staley of the Major League Baseball, talking about the Chargers head coach, who I call the Aaron Boone of the NFL.
Oh God, Brandon Staley.
But a part of that is also Cashman's fault for bringing in the analytics people.
Thank you for bringing another name, because when you give me on Brandon Staley, I want to just derail a whole ton of conversations. I'm sorry.
If I'm reading Shane Lake comic correctly, does that mean the Red Sox dropped 25 runs in 3 games?
They scored 15 on Friday. They scored 6 in the first doubleheader game yesterday, and they scored 4 more in the nightcap. So yes, 25 runs in that series.
Good gracious.
Exactly. And Shane, big dog, I just want to say, look, it's not only just the hitting, it's the pitching too. The pitching isn't there. It's not.
But the funny
outside of Garrett Cole, it's not there.
Yeah, but the funny thing is that was a huge complaint, not you and not Wise, but that was a huge complaint I was hearing from Yankees fan last year.
Like, and the year before.
And the
year before that.
The year before. It's like, it's like get them to the 7th inning with a lead, and then we'll be fine, because the bullpen was pretty much, when it came to the arms, that was your saving grace. But
even the bullpen this year has been struggling.
Yeah,
I'm amazed that they're the record they have right now, and they're still in 3rd place in the division. And they're only, but the thing is, the Red Sox are only 2.5 games back, or I think 2.5 games back, or two of the Yankees in last place. And this is the best division in baseball, obviously, with every single team above 500.
Yeah, it's definitely the most competitive division in baseball, without question.
I want y'all to understand what he just said. Mm-hmm. The Yankees and the Red Sox are the bottom 2 team in the division.
Well, two of the bottom 3.
Toronto's the bottom 2.
Yeah, they're sandwiching the Blue Jays.
Yeah,
but yes, and actually it's 2. Yankees are 2 games ahead of the Red Sox.
And the Blue Jays are getting healthy at the right time too.
Yeah, I think that's helping them out.
That's going to help them out.
Yeah, because I think that's what messed them up, was injuries that made them start at the gate slow. But yes, they're starting to build up.
Hypothetically, 4 teams could go to the playoffs from the AL East this year. Hypothetically speaking.
Easily. The only competition you would have the only competition you would have in not having that happen would be either the Angels or Astros coming out of the AL West as a wild card. Outside of that, you might see 4 teams come out of the AL East in playoffs this year.
Did you say Astros come out in the wild card?
Yes,
because Texas is in first place still.
Yes,
it's not going to last
somehow.
No,
that's not going to last.
I don't think that's going to last, because I personally think the Astros are going to come. I think they're going to come back, storm back, and win that division. But in the case they don't, and if this lead holds with the Rangers, and I'm seeing signs it won't, but if this lead holds, it's going to have to be. They're going to have to battle. I mean, I'm talking about the Orioles, because I really don't see the Rays falling back. But between the Orioles, the Yankees, the Blue Jays, and the Red Sox, they would have to battle the Angels and the Astros for those 3 wild card spots. And I don't see any other team besides those 2 that will give them that push or challenge, that whole division. And if you all can see them, please point that team out to me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Otherwise, you will be seeing the Rays, the Orioles, the Yankees, and either the Blue Jays or Red Sox make it to the playoffs this year. Yeah.
Meanwhile, it's a game of who wants to win the AL Central.
AL Central.
It was very similar to the who wants to win the NFC South last year.
Yeah, Twins like, yeah, go ahead, Guardians. You take it. The Guardians like, no, Twins, you go ahead.
No,
No.
Here you go, Minnesota. It's the same with the NL Central.
I was about to say the same thing. I was at the NL Central,
Reds,
the same as the AL Central.
The Cincinnati Reds are a half game back of first place.
No.
Who saw that coming?
No. This is a shot directed at my former manager. I love her. So this is coming out of mouth. This is just basically coming out of sheer giddiness because she's such a huge Pirates fan. The Pirates are 2.5 games out of first place. And they started off hot. Now they've cooled down. So now they're about to become what they always are, which is a team that watches from the cellar everything else in their division happen.
But here's something that's going to throw a little wrench in there. O'Neal Cruz comes back next month. That could jumpstart that offense. Because just because of his talent. But oh my goodness. The Reds have won 8 in a row. They just swept your Astros, Cole. Not to rub your face in it, but I'm just telling you that's what happened.
You know what's gonna happen, Cole?
I'll just leave.
You know what's gonna happen.
You lying? Why you always lying? Oh my gosh! Stop lying. Always lying to me. You lying so much. Why? You making it hard for me. Yeah.
I see what's going on here. Cole,
you are fortunate that I got a chance to see. I forgot the doggone manager of the Nationals, who he did get hosed out of a call, and it felt wonderful to see him go ballistic in an. I'm sorry, in an.
Cole,
then I'm gonna take that shot and let it slide.
Cole, that's it, man. Because I know what's gonna happen. They trying to get all these shots in now, because they know when that turn of the second half happens, we all know who coming.
And that, by the way, that wasn't me. That was Espresso McCarthy.
Espresso McCarthy. Oh my god.
There you go, Vicala.
Because they ain't gonna have much to say about your Astros and when it's time. Because we all know the Astros are gonna be the Astros.
Yes. Exactly.
Actually, gentlemen,
now.
What's up, Cool?
What's up, Cool McCain?
What's up, Vicala? Espresso McCarthy, Cold Sports Play. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
All right, hey Victor. Since I wasn't on after the NBA Finals, we have to.
And I agree with you, Shane. Yeah, MLB, it is parity for real. Yes, through almost the entire league. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Fun. It's fun. Even though I'm a Yankees fan, I'm kind of struggling right now. This baseball season's been fun.
Yeah, because you've seen teams you don't normally talk about contending. Yeah. It's actually a good thing.
Wait till I talk about the J about the College World Series. Oh my gosh, them been some games.
Yes, it have been. You were saying, Mr. McCarthy.
So, I know it's Monday.
Don't you do it?
I gotta do it.
No, you don't. I don't care. No, you. Oh, do not press.
This is my segment. This is my segment, Playmaker.
Yes, LeBron. It is you. It has been you. It always has been you, and always will be you. Yes, sir. You got one ready.
I got one ready.
All right.
Why?
In a world where partial greatness is celebrated.
Actually, let's take a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll roll right into
That is
Mr.
brilliant.
McCarthy's.
That is a brilliant idea. Let's take a break.
Why?
Roll right into Mr. McCarthy's Brons Sexual Confessions.
Off season.
One of the great things about ordering meals from Mother of Macros is that you can do it from the comfort of your own home. Click the national or local delivery link to access the menu, and we'll ship the meals right to your door. We understand you won't always have time to plan, shop, prepare, and cook to provide healthy nutrition for your family, so the process is simple and saves you hours. We know you're busy, so our meals are professionally prepared and packaged. You only need to heat them up and enjoy. We provide macro-balanced, delicious meals chock full of fresh, local ingredients with none of the stuff you don't want to eat. Plus, our menu changes every week, keeping your taste buds wanting more. We take care of your meals so you can worry about everything else on your list. Mother of Macros.
I don't want to grow up. I'm basically a man-child. 2005 Burning Man. I put a single Mitsubishi 170-watt panel on the roof of my F-250, and I killed the batteries within like 15 minutes of the first time turning them on. So that's when I first got into solar. I was blown away by the customer service at Battleborn.
We want them to be happy with our product, because in the long run, they're the ones who are out there using it.
When you used to buy something American, like a car, something you knew was built really well, that's what I think of with Battleborn.
Hey, y'all, Snowman here. Catch me, Cole Johnson, Wise El Jefe, and the usual cast of characters as we bring it to you every Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern.
10 a.m.
It's called Snowman in the Morning with Cole Johnson, and it's right here on CSTV and CSTVnow.com. Join us, won't you?
In a world where partial greatness is celebrated and total greatness is shunned, there stands to be a figure on the lips of those who love him and those who hate him. The inane comparisons to Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant continue and has existed since 2003. There is no end in sight, for the battle between those who unconditionally love and unconditionally hate him wages on. These are their stories. Welcome to the Brons Sexual Confessions.
What did you say, Playmaker? What did you say in our number one Playmaker? All right, sir.
So this Brons Sexual Confession is brought to you by Darvin Ham Sandwiches. For when you need sustenance to ride your best player to a big, fat, juicy L, trust in Darvin Ham Sandwiches. So as I was perusing social media the other day.
Not doom scrolling. I'm sorry. Let me channel Wise.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what did I tell you about doing that?
I happened to come across this tweet from an account called Leg Show Yo, and the sentence they put up before they put the screenshot up says, and Cole, please open.
Mm-hmm. Quote:
LeBron just cooked Michael Malone, crying emoji.
Close quote. And now a selection from the Wonder Bread Choir entitled, "What in the world is you talking about?"
I'm sorry, I had to add along for the Wonder Bread Choir because
please
Wonder
sing.
Bread.
I love it.
Wonder Bread.
Now,
you're welcome. Here's a screen capture from Yo Kang's Instagram account, and Cole, please open it one more time.
Oh my gosh. Quote:
In Europe for the last few weeks, just minding my own business, and I hear I'm on your mind that much, huh? I mean, I guess I can see why, shrug emoji, but wave the flag on these lames. Please make being player cool again. Oh my god, this grammar is atrocious.
Yes, it is.
This is from LeBron himself.
Yes, it is.
Please make being player cool again, because the lame machine is at an all-time high. enjoy your light, but just know I'm the sun. I stay on forever. Wink emoji, salute emoji, praying hands emoji, crown emoji.
Close quote. LeBron needs to go back to grammar school.
I concur with that analysis, Mr. Cole Johnson. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for alluding to that. Yeah, his grammar is as bad as his a lot of his followers. This is just atrocious. It's an atrocity. And if I could, I would bring him up on the world court for human atrocities to the English language. This is just garbage. Anyway. And he's waving the French flag, by the way, which it's not a white flag, but it's the French, the blue, blanc, et rouge of the.
Yeah, he was starting that 24-hour Le Mans race. Yes,
mm-hmm. And the country where their mascot's a chicken. But needless to say, look, dude, what happened the last time you were on television? What happened the last time you had a game? What happened?
Oh, what happened?
What happened?
I can answer that question.
No, I'm sorry. What happened the last 4 times your Lakers were on television?
Oh.
Continue. One more time. To the champs, no less.
Yes, to the champs.
To the newly crowned. Speaking of crowns, the newly crowned NBA champions.
Mm-hmm.
They know how to play basketball. I don't watch much basketball anymore. To be fair, I kind of stopped paying attention after a certain another king retired. The actual king of basketball retired.
Oh, Lord. Did Brian Snow just leap out of his own body and just came right into yours? Oh,
yes, apparently the spirit of Snowman, all the way in wherever he is right now, just kind of invaded this vessel I called Ryan McCarthy.
When you said the real king.
Yes, I did see the real king.
Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, I have to partake in this because once Ryan gets done, I'm about to get on him and everybody else.
Me?
Yes.
Anyway, folks, excuse me. Anyway, so look, dude, I know you can't stay out of the news cycle for more than 5 seconds because that's part of your generation. You don't want to stay out of the news. You don't want people not to pay attention to you.
Dummy.
Yes, for 5 seconds. I quote tweeted this particular Lake Show tweet, and I said, please open it. Please open it. Cole.
Lake Show it's a crazy name. Quote.
I quote tweeted it saying, LBJ is the epitome of the face tattoo phenomenon.
Oh, close quote. Oh Lord! Now I'm having Lil Wayne all in my vision.
If you don't know what the face tattoo phenomenon is, this is what basically it is. Someone gets a face tattoo. Just because, why not? It's a very weird timeline we live in right now.
Yes, it is.
So they got a face tattoo, and someone happens to notice a face tattoo, and their reply is, "Why are you looking at my face tattoo?" That's face tattoo phenomenon. The same here. It was LeBron James because Michael Malone just happened to. I don't know. I don't know what the exact quote was that he said that he mentioned this particular Mr. James, but you can't keep your mouth shut off of social media for 5 seconds. Just take in that criticism of your game and the fact that you got shut down. Yes, you had a great performance in Game 4 of the Western Conference Final. He scored 31 points in the first half. What happened in the second half? You disappeared. Great players don't disappear when they're needed the most. Now, I could go back and I could just dissect this a little bit more and just say, you've been in my mind the last few. I've been on your mind the last few weeks. No, dude, he doesn't care. He's got this. He's got the ring. He's getting a ring. He's getting fitted for a ring right now.
And you're wrong on that part too, because he wouldn't have brought him up in the first place.
Still, who's getting fitted for a ring, Mr. James? Who's getting fitted for a ring?
It ain't Yo Kang.
It certainly ain't. And the best basketball player in the world is 7'2", a little bit pudgy, and has a better game as a center I've seen out this side of Dirk Nowitzki. Oh, what happened in 2011 against Dirk Nowitzki? Huh? I wonder what happened there. I know I'm bringing up the past, and I shouldn't bring up the past. Thank you, Cole. So, needless to say, just stay off social media, dude. Enjoy your enjoy your vacation on the French Riviera. Enjoy your vacation in Europe. Take a few weeks off to just chill. You don't have to respond to every little criticism. You don't have to. I don't. Look, I've reached a certain point in my development as a human being where I just stopped caring about what other I mean, I take in criticism, yes, but I used to be a better person. I used to be a better person. It's constructive criticism. I use that as fuel to be a better person. You're using it as fuel for clout. No. Why do I hear birds? Who's got the window open? Anyway, so needless to say, Mr. James, please go away for a bit. You don't have to be part of the news cycle. You don't have to stay relevant. Like, we already know you're relevant. You got you got all the money in the world. You got all the endorsements in the world. Dude, just chill. Chill out. And we'll see you in October. Now get out of my face, you thirsty heifers.
In a world where logic and sense flies completely out the window, while purple and yellow glasses are donned, rises a figure who encourages ridiculous, undying loyalty. Good Lord, I'm about to throw up. This has been yet another installment of the Brons Sexual Confessions.
And also joining Ryan and Playmaker and myself is a wonderful, respected journalist from North Carolina, from the Tar Heel State. Welcome for Spivey Notes, Jay Spivey. How you doing, my man?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
I'm sorry, Jay,
good.
but I need to respond to this nonsense right now.
Make it about 30 seconds.
Okay, listen here. First of all, Mike Malone didn't have to bring up LeBron's name in the first place during his championship parade. But I understand why, which most people forget why he did that. He didn't do it because LeBron James did something. He did it because the freaking media who kept talking about the Lakers after they got swept. LeBron did what he had to do. He did his press conference and he went on about his way. You didn't hear from LeBron James after he lost. He went on about his way.
And now I'm about to make all Brons sexuals angry because we're going to talk about Michael Jordan.
Good.
All right,
you mean the best player ever?
Yes, TBE.
Yes, the best player. The problem
TBE on the court. Yes.
Amen, hallelujah, and pass the biscuits.
So
yes.
My problem is Mike Malone opened that door. LeBron was chilling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you heard me say this the last time. LeBron James, he on his offseason. He on his offseason.
Well, a guy who's going to forever be on his offseason now is 10 times richer than he was when he put in his investment in the Charlotte Hornets. You're in the area, sir. So talk about how it feels for Jordan to sell the Hornets for $3 billion. And that's a B, not an M.
Well,
while keeping on,
his return on his investment is obviously humongous. Not that he needs the money.
Right.
I mean, I think Michael Jordan could live just fine.
Yeah.
Without this sale.
Yes.
But I mean, people blame him a lot for this. But I've told you guys, but in terms of how their organization is, and yeah, they have certainly made some bad decisions. But as I told y'all before, one of the biggest problems is with the state of the NBA now is it's hard to really compete when you know, despite what people around here think, that Charlotte is not a destination city for free agents.
Unfortunately, it's not.
And I've told you all that a million times. They're not going to get top-notch free agents to come to Charlotte. Charlotte's a great city. It's a big and booming city. But a lot of the players are not going to come there unless you do this. Got to have 2 or 3 top-notch players come and play with you, just like the Suns apparently are doing now.
But ain't part of it's the reason why, because
they're not going
to,
and they always seem to draft obviously not this year, but of course that got messed up by the lottery. They seem to draft like in the the 13 to 15 range every year. They're going to get the number 2 pick on Thursday night, and who really cares? Because there's only one person anybody wants this year in the draft, and that's Victor Wembanyama. That's it. That's the only people anybody cares about this year.
Jay, I've got a question. I got a question, Jay.
And it's not to the point that because Michael Jordan is the owner, like, what would you don't want to play for Michael Jordan, like the greatest player to ever play the game. He owns the team. Don't you want to go play for him?
That's my question.
Kids today don't care. These kids today don't even know who Michael Jordan is.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's more
Seriously,
along the lines of if their bags are lined up and if they can play more than who they play for these days. I think
these kids that only watch YouTube and TikTok, every single one of you. So go on YouTube and watch all of Michael Jordan's videos. And all these people that say LeBron is the best player ever can go back in their closets.
But here's the funny thing about that. So you and the reason why, and I think you understand this, playmaker, but the reason why you have wonderful men like Ryan McCarthy doing Brons Sexual Confessions on a Monday is because we look at these bronsexuals and they go at people like Jordan every single day, like the guy is human. Oh, I'm sorry. We all knew that. We all witnessed that. We all saw that. In fact, it is the humanity that actually made us appreciate the guy more because he kept getting back up after he got knocked down. And then he showed us what excellence was all about.
I have a friend who will send me at least one, if not 2, 3, 4, or 5 texts every day with tweets from various people who think they know what they're talking about with these micro stats about LeBron's better than Jordan because blah, blah, blah. I don't need to know that.
More points, longer time of
play every night for however many years he played in the NBA. I don't need to know that. I know that Michael Jordan is the best player ever. It's case closed.
It is case closed. It is case closed. And I upset Brons Sessions when I say it's case closed because it's not about 91 to 98 for me. It's about 84 to 90. And why do I say that? It's because I got a chance to see the evolution of this guy be the Dean Smith piece. And when he got to the NBA, he showed that he could be the elite scorer. Then he showed that he could be the elite defender. Then he showed that he can actually play to the point where you got to have 1-on-5 for him in order to even beat the team that he's on, to him being the perfect teammate.
Yeah,
and while still scoring and rebounding and steals and assists.
And not only that, but from 81 all the way up to 84, the 1984 Olympics, which was real, which was you played for Bob Knight in the Bobby Knight in the 1984 Olympics. And that team dominated.
Mm-hmm.
Look,
and he was a big part of it.
I get it. That's why they have Wednesdays, and that's why I let them have Wednesdays. I don't show up on Wednesdays on purpose for that reason.
But I had to do it because I'm only on Mondays.
When Cole, I don't know if y'all watched the show earlier, but when Cole brought up Lamar Jackson in the Baltimore area, what was my response?
Basically, you did Green Day on me. Way beyond when September ends. But in this case, way beyond when September is in the middle of its season when it comes to NFL. Yeah.
You mean when he gets hurt?
Oh.
Because of the way he plays?
Okay, well, let's. Okay. I did not think we was going to actually talk about that, but let's go there. So earlier in the show, I talked about how the Ravens are pushing the narrative that, well, this isn't Greg Roman's offense, and you're not going to see this RPO stuff we've been seeing the last 5 years with Lamar Jackson. How much do you believe that the offense will change in Baltimore?
It's going to change, but every time he drops back to pass and there's quote-unquote not anybody free downfield, he's going to pull down the ball, he's going to carry it, and he's going to run for the sideline or wherever. The guy's not going to change the way he's played for however many years. He's not.
I don't think he is either.
Jay, my response was it's June. It's not September. So guess what? Until pads meet pads, I don't care or what you might think this offense will look like. Until I see footage against a different team, that will let me know what kind of offense I'm dealing with.
Listen, they could change this offense with however many offensive coordinators all they want, but he's still going to be the same guy.
This is what this is why I'm why I part ways with people who want to throw at me, well, Lamar Jackson's an MVP, and he's an MVP candidate, and he keeps rushing for 1,000 yards each season.
He was an MVP candidate for that one season.
Be that as it may, that this is what they will tell you. Those who love Lamar Jackson and who thinks they think he's being held back because of how he looks.
Even before he got injured last year, he was not in the running.
And when I would tell them, you have to actually put into focus the fact that he missed the last 5 games of a season in back-to-back years, they would say, bump that. What's his record? 45-6. I mean, I heard this conversation.
You need to be on
45-16. Record. He's a winner. When he plays, he wins. Okay. Okay. That's the records from September to early January. What's his record in the playoffs?
Thank you.
For the last I remember, it was 1-3.
Thank you. What has he done in the postseason?
Yeah. So, but I would have these conversations and they're saying, well, he's being held back because of his style. He's being held back because of a certain culture in which he belongs. He's being held back because, well, Baltimore doesn't really know what they want to do with him. No. Part of it has to be number 8 has to own this too.
Then part of that culture got him an MVP trophy.
John Harbaugh completely changed the offense because of him.
Yes.
Didn't that coach get him an MVP? Didn't that coach have him a star in the regular season? It's the same. They didn't change in the postseason.
Listen, I think he's better than a lot of quarterbacks in terms of how he passes.
Yes.
But I'm going to believe how good he is with this quote-unquote new offense when I see it. I don't care how many receivers and tight ends they bring in.
Thank you, Jay. And that's where I am with it too. I just don't get. I look, if he does overnight become like, I don't know, like Steve Young circa 1992, I'd be happy. I'd be real happy. I don't think it's going to happen yet because it'll be such a drastic switch and change for him in philosophy. Because to your point, Jay, you're correct. The dude's instinct is when he does not see the first read, he's gone out the pocket.
He's gone. And ask Robert Griffin III how that works.
Remember what goes back
for 1 year. For 1 year in the pros.
Gus Bradley say, you know what? I'm gonna play 6 DBs the whole game.
And let's not forget this, guys. I know Todd Monken is a highly thought of offensive coordinator, but he's not really ever done this in the NFL. And I know Georgia's got great players, but Georgia's not the NFL.
No, it's not.
So how is he going to adapt to the NFL? How's he going to adapt to a quarterback like Lamar Jackson? Because he's never had a quarterback like this before.
That's my whole point. You come to me in June about what the Ravens offense is going to look like. It's June.
Yeah, and I was saying the playmaker. A lot of that was damage control. Ravens want us to see. Well, really, there was nothing to see here. We told you everything was fine. We told you that Lamar Jackson's our future, and we proved that he's our future because we got rid of a guy who only ran RPO offenses, and now we got a guy who's running a more complicated style, a more pro style offense. And this is catered to having longevity for Lamar Jackson because we see that he has been injured for a third of the season the past 2 years.
And now,
listen, guys, I'm probably going to be one of the few people who are going to say this. I have a feeling that if you gave truth serum to John Harbaugh and to Steve Bisciotti, the owner, they would say they're not really huge fans of Lamar Jackson long term, and that's why this contract took forever to get done.
And I can understand why they wouldn't be.
I think it's pretty obvious they didn't want him long term, but they pretty much had to.
I'm glad, Jay, you bought the contract because that's exactly what I'm going to. Cole, you want me to say something? This is what I.
But Harbaugh and Bisciotti aren't going to say that.
Lamar, you got the bag. You got the bag. You have a new offense now. Guess what? The pressure's on you.
That's why I said that. What did I say about a couple minutes ago? I said you give all the other excuses out there. And you could just shove it in the bag and just toss it as far as it is east from the west. It is now number 8. It has to be about him, and he has to own, okay, everything is in my favor because I got an offensive system. It looks like the team is with me. Heck, they even went out and got a wide receiver, although will Odell Beckham Jr. actually stay healthy? That is another question.
Is he though?
I know he missed the entire season, but we know how he is when he does not get the ball.
I was going to get to that point.
So how long is it go before he and Lamar bump heads with each other?
Oh, I was going to get to that point, but everything is now aligned in my favor. The team has backed me. The team has backed the Breeze truck into my living room. The team has gotten me a wide receiver, so I don't have to look at Mark Andrews anymore when I'm in the passing game all the time. Okay, now it has to be me. I got to do this, and I can't think about anything else other than being healthy enough to be on the field for this team. Yes, now I do agree with you, Jay. Now, can OBJ stay on the field healthy all this while? Chances are no. Ryan, go ahead.
No, that was it. Just that look.
Jay.
We don't even know how good he's going to be. He hasn't played a year and a half.
Exactly.
Yeah. He hasn't played till Super Bowl the last year. Yeah.
Jay, talk to me about the College World Series so far.
Oh, thank you. I was going to transition to that. I appreciate that.
Well,
I'll throw this question. Wake Forest isn't in the World Series, are they? Because by the coverage, it makes me think they aren't.
Well, I'm going to go back to that.
No, they played tonight. They played tonight.
I saw the videographer from said TV station I've been telling y'all about on Saturday night, and I said, "Y'all sending anybody to Omaha?" They are sending somebody, but they sent their number 2 guy.
What?
Yeah, their number 1 a couple of weeks ago for the Eastern Conference Finals in hockey went to the Eastern Conference Finals in Sunrise, Florida, when the Hurricanes are already down 2-0. Now, bear in mind, Raleigh is 2 hours from here. Wake Forest, the baseball stadium that Wake Forest plays in, is less than 2 miles away. Well, I take that back. It's less than 1.5 miles from the TV station. You can see the lights from their studio.
To be fair,
but she's not there right now.
So wait.
But to be fair,
wait. Let me ask this follow-up question. So why isn't Winston-Salem happy about the fact that Wake has made it that far?
Well, honestly, I hate to say this because, I mean, listen, y'all know I'm not a homer, but I am. I'll fully admit I'm a Wake Forest fan. Been a Wake Forest fan since the day I was born. But a lot of those problems is Wake Forest. They're not adhering to the community. Matter of fact, at night, at 10 o'clock every night, they lock off the campus. But they've never been really endearing to the city. They've never like wrapped their arms around the whole community. This is a far and away. This is a Carolina city by far. My true belief is I've never spoken to her about this, but my belief is that if Carolina were playing tonight in the College World Series, she'd be there.
So they would back North Carolina
Absolutely.
before they would back Wake. Wow.
She covered Duke and Orlando in the NCAA tournaments.
Jeez. So that state is literally, the whole state is literally all about how far
It's
North
hard
Carolina
to find
and Duke
areas that are not Carolina
can do.
fans.
Wow.
Which is crazy to me because if they
It's
beat
not
LSU
really,
tonight,
despite what people think around here, Cole, it's not really a Duke state because Duke really Duke's fans are more like Northeastern and Midwestern.
True.
True,
but I know
but
media wise, I know the interest is there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Media wise, yes, but fan wise, no.
Fan wise, yes. Yeah, I know fan wise is basically North
And
Carolina
Wake
or bust.
Wake has such a small alumni base. I mean, they only have like 4,000 students, and that's gone up a lot in the last 10 years. It's just a small campus. But tonight, you're probably, despite what ESPN might tell you probably got the two best teams in college baseball playing against each other tonight.
They're probably going to show. They're showing pickleball instead.
They're the only two teams who have been ranked number one this season.
Oh, it's on ESPN.
I know, but it's
the only two teams in college baseball to be ranked number one this year playing tonight against each other.
And the winner of that game gets my 40 games for a spot in the college championship.
No, they don't.
Series.
No, they don't. That's not correct. That is not correct. No, the College World Series does not start until Saturday. The best of three championship. No,
I say for a spot.
They're on separate brackets. If Wake Forest wins tonight, they play Wednesday night against the winner of tomorrow's losers bracket game. If they lose tonight, they play tomorrow.
And that first game is a doozy one too. It's Tennessee and Stanford.
Oof.
If Wake loses tonight, they will play the winner of today's losers bracket game between Stanford and Tennessee. If they win tonight, they don't play again until Wednesday.
They beat Stanford. That was a close game.
I'm going to be, and then I looked at yesterday's website, ESPN's website, and they got like LSU's has got a stronger team than a lot of major league organizations. I was like, they're number 5 in the country. But despite their ranking, I do believe they're probably the second best, if not the best team in the country. I mean, the draft, they're just loaded. They're probably the top 2 picks in the draft to play for LSU.
Yeah, well, LSU's baseball program has been rather stout over the course of years. Yeah, so that doesn't really surprise me when you say that.
I mean, they're the number 1 prospect in the draft by far, from what I've heard. He had 12 strikeouts and 1 walk that night in game 1. He's really good.
Yeah,
but I mean, Wake's loaded from top to bottom. They are loaded. But again, they don't get the national appeal. If you watch ESPN, you honestly think the 2 best teams are Florida and LSU because they play in the SEC, because they're much bigger schools. And Wake had to play at 2:00 Saturday when they're the number 1 team in the country. They got no TV. They got 0 TV coverage last week for the Super Regionals. They've been number 1 since April.
They got the primetime spot tonight. And if they win, they probably gonna get the primetime spot Wednesday because they got my Gators playing it too.
Well, they'll play Wednesday night if they win tonight.
It's a shame it took this long, but they get the spotlight.
Well, yeah, it is a shame it took this long. All right. Well, before we wrap this up, I would like to have your opinion on this, Jay. So we talked earlier about Jordan selling the Hornets. Who do you think will be the majority owner to come in and buy them?
Well, it sounds like they've already picked the two guys who are the majority owners.
Well, they already, I was gonna say they already got those.
Okay.
Yeah. They've already announced that.
Okay.
Now the question, it sounds like Jordan is going to be retained as a minority owner.
Right.
So
I didn't think he was going to lose all the. Yeah.
The question is, how much of a percentage is he going to retain?
Yeah. Hence why I said majority owner, because I figured he was going to own still.
I think basically for all intents and purposes, the deal's done.
Mm-hmm.
Just a question of how much ownership he's going to keep.
Yeah. All right.
Now, I'm sure there's going to be NASCAR drivers and whatever else who are going to try to buy a small percentage.
Mm-hmm.
Well, heck, the way pro sports organizations are owned now, you can make a fortune if you own 1% of a team.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. And heck, Jordan sold it for $3 billion. You own 1% of that team.
Let's
be a
face
millionaire.
If the Hornets are worth $3 billion, what are teams like the Lakers and everybody else worth?
At least 6 to 8 billion.
Yeah, I was about to say at least twice that, and probably more.
And I think the Yankees are worth $15 billion.
Oh yeah, easily. Yankees are worth that easily.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Every NFL team is worth that. Every NFL team.
Heck. Yeah. What the Commanders were bought for? What, $7.5 billion?
Yeah. It's like printing money with NFL teams.
Heck, look, if you go by divisions, an NFL division earns in a year $2 billion now.
Yeah. Yeah.
A division earns $2 billion.
And yet they cry poverty whenever they want a new stadium built.
Yeah.
Please help us, please. Like,
listen,
no.
I know the Jaguars are getting ready to renovate their stadium, but they have one of the richest owners in all of pro sports. He owns a bunch of soccer teams in England. He's one of the richest owners in all of pro sports, and he's whining about needing money for stadium.
Here's an idea: sell one of them so you can purchase a new stadium.
Right.
Come
on. By the way,
how hard could it be?
It's about wanting to include everybody in the spending. This is your team, not necessarily just
me.
And if y'all think NFL teams make a lot of money, try any European soccer team.
Oh gosh, man.
Oh,
speaking of soccer,
they make money hand over fist.
Speaking of soccer, shout out to the USA men team.
That's right.
Wake me up in 4 years when their World Cup starts, because the CONCACAF means nothing.
We got to start somewhere, Jay. We got to start somewhere.
Well,
and the World Cup is going to be hosted by us, Canada, and Mexico. So,
so we don't even have to really qualify.
But it's good to have that competition to warm up against.
Well, 3. Yeah, because it'll probably be in 2026. But yes. Well, it's always a pleasure to have you on, Jay Spivey. Where can people find you, sir?
My Twitter is at @JSpivey_WSJ. My Instagram is at JSpivey3, and I'm on Facebook at JSpivey.
Oh man, I could continue to talk anything sports with this guy, and you will learn something no matter what conversation you have and when you have it with him. He is a joy and a pleasure. As always, he joins us every Monday at 11:35 a.m. Jay Spivey, thank you, sir, once again, man.
Just to be petty, Jay, I told you about Boston.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
No problem.